Welcome to Fond du Lac Public Library's Tiny Tales. It's a bite-sized version of our story time when you just have a few minutes and you want to hear a good story, or in this case, have a yoga adventure. So, my name is Miss Christine and I'm standing here on my mat. If you have a yoga mat at home, you can go get it right now. If you don't, that's okay. You could use a towel or just find a carpeted area in your house that's soft. Today, we're going on an adventure through, we're going to be telling the story of the three little pigs through yoga. How cool! Okay, I like to start my yoga adventures with a namaste pose. So we're going to sit down on our bottoms, crisscross our legs, hands together at our hearts, and at the count of 3, we're going to say our secret yoga code word, which is namaste. Ready on 3? 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Good job, everyone. Now, we're going to meet our 3 billy goats, Gruff. So, the first billy goat, he's the smallest billy goat. So, to make our first billy goat, the littlest billy goat, we're going to get on our hands on our knees, and we're going to make a goat sound. Do you know what a goat says? A goat says meh. So we're going to make a little meh sound for the little billy goat. So for the second billy goat, we are going to curl our toes under, hands down, palms down on the ground, and raise our bottoms up to the sky. And that's our second billy goat. And he goes meh a little bit louder. And for our third billy goat, we're going to stand up because he's the biggest billy goat. We're going to stand up. We're going to take our hands out in front of us. We're going to put our 3 middle fingers down. So we have our thumb and our pinky out. And we're going to put our hands up to our head. We're going to make horns. So we're the biggest billy goat, and we're going to go meh, because he's big and strong, and he says meh a little bit louder. Okay, so now we're ready for our story. So the three billy goats, Gruff, lived on a mountain. So we're going to do mountain pose. We're going to stand tall, put our hands out, roll our shoulders back. We're going to stand tall and strong and still, just like a mountain. So the 3 billy goats, Gruff, lived on a mountain where it was windy. So we're going to put our arms out, jump our feet out, and we're going to twist because it's windy. This is when it's windy out. And it was snowy a lot too. So we're going to sit down on our bottoms, put our hands out in front of us, and wiggle our fingers like the snow's coming down. It was snowy on the mountain. So it was windy and snowy, and the 3 billy goats, Gruff, they didn't have any more food to eat. They ate all the food, and the snow covered up all the grass. So they wanted to go down the mountain to a meadow where there was lots of grass and fresh flowers. So we're going to stand up, and we're going to do lunges down the mountain. So we're going to go down the mountain and use your other leg down the mountain. Good job. Oh, they see the meadow. It's over there. But to get to the meadow, they have to cross the river. And to cross the river, there is a bridge. But you know what? Under the bridge lives a mean, smelly troll. So we're gonna squat down, put our hands out in front of us, and we're gonna be a mean, smelly troll. Oh no. Good job, everyone. And the billy goats are saying, I wanna get to that meadow with the flowers and the fresh grass, but we have to cross the bridge. So they're like, who's gonna cross first? And the first billy goat says, the littlest billy goat says, I am brave and strong. I'm going to cross the bridge. So, we're going to get into our littlest billy goat pose. He's brave and strong, and he's going to cross the bridge. So we're going to stand up to cross the bridge. We're going to bend one knee, and then we're going to rock back and forth. Trip, trap, trip, trap. We're going to switch knees, bend the other knee, and rock back and forth. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Good job, everyone. But the troll, get into your troll pose. The troll hears the billy goat trip trapping over the bridge, and he says, "Who's that trip trapping over my bridge?" And the little billy goat, get into your little billy goat pose. The little billy goat says, "It's me, the littlest billy goat. And I'm going to cross the bridge to get to the other side to eat the flowers in the meadow." And the troll, get into your troll pose. The troll says, "No, you're not. I'm going to eat you instead." Oh no. The little billy goat, he gets a little scared. So he's gonna curl up into a ball and rock back and forth a little. He's a little scared, but he takes a deep breath. And he thinks, he says, "No, I'm a little billy goat. My brother is much bigger, and he's coming next. So if you wait, you can eat him instead." The troll, he gets into his troll pose, and he says, "That's a good idea. I think I will let you pass." So now we have the second billy goat gruff. So we're going to get into the second billy goat gruff pose. Hands on your hands and knees, curl your toes under, lift your bottom up to the sky. And the second billy goat, he crosses the bridge. So we're going to stand up. We're going to get into our trip trap pose. Bend one knee, rock back and forth. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Good job. Now switch knees. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Oh, but the troll hears him too. So let's get into our troll pose. And he says, "Who's that trip trapping over my bridge?" And the littlest billy goat says, "It's me, the middle billy goat Gruff. I'm going to cross the bridge to eat the flowers in the meadow." And the troll says, "No, you're not. I'm going to eat you instead." Oh, the middle billy goat, he's a little bit more brave. So he thinks right away, he's like, "No, you're not. My bigger brother is coming next. And he is much bigger and much tastier than me." Oh, we're in our middle billy goat. "He's much bigger and much tastier than me." So the troll, he says, "I think you're right. You shall pass." That's an awfully greedy troll, huh? So now we have the biggest billy goat. Do you remember how to do the biggest billy goat? We stand up tall. We put our hands out in front of us. We make our horns. And we say, "Meh," big and strong, like the biggest billy goat. So he's going to cross the bridge. So we get into our trip trap pose. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Good job. Now switch knees. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Way to go. Okay. Now the troll hears him. He has strong footsteps, so he's louder than the rest of them. And the troll says, "Who is that crossing my bridge?" And the biggest billy goat says, "It's me, the biggest billy goat, Gruff. And I'm going to cross the river to eat the flowers in the meadow on the other side." And the troll says, "No, you're not. I'm going to eat you instead." And the biggest billy goat, Gruff, get your horns out, says, "No, you're not." And he headbutts the troll. So we're going to headbutt the troll. To do that, we're going to step a foot out, bend your knee, and lean forward with our horns out. And we're going to headbutt the troll. We're going to headbutt with both sides. So use your other knee, lean forward, and lift your other leg. Balance. Good job. And he headbutts the troll into the river. And he crosses the bridge. Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. And he joins his brothers on the other side. And they all have a feast of flowers and grass. Meanwhile, the troll in the river is floating down the river. He's floating down the river. And he floats so far away that he never bothers the three billy goats, Gruff, again. Oh, that was such a fun story. And the three billy goats, Gruff, got to eat all the grass and the flowers that they want. That was such a fun adventure. I think we should take a little rest. The billy goats ate so much grass, they're tired too. So let's lay down on our backs, hands and legs resting. Take a deep breath. In and out. Take another deep breath. In and out. As we remember what we did today, we went on a fun adventure and we met the three billy goats, Gruff. And they were brave. They crossed the bridge, even though the troll was kind of scary. And they were smart. They out-tricked the troll. And the biggest billy goat was able to put him in the water. We had such a fun adventure. Now, I think it's time to go. So let's wiggle our fingers, wiggle our feet, our toes, and slowly bend your knees up, grab your knees, and roll up to sit up. Now, we're gonna sit crisscross, and we're gonna say goodbye, but first we're gonna say our namaste pose. Okay, hands at your heart. On the count of 3, we're gonna say namaste. Ready on 3? 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Thank you everyone for joining us at our story time. Hope to see you next week.